Welcome to Life's Place, or I just randomly say what the hell I want to say, right? Yo, and this, like I've been talking about energy and detoxing and the cleansing and the process of filtration, well, the filtration process, to just keep leveling you up, to keep elevating you up, and just to keep making your Merkaba just as light, right? Where your gut ain't fucked up, your mind ain't filled with chaos in your heart, it's mending itself to really feeling your own heartbeat, and that's the tune you're dancing to. Whatever your heart is attracted to, loving on, it's dancing to that, right? You dancing to everything that's just dancing towards you. That element of dance when it comes to the dance of life, right? We all got to get in the groove somehow, and a good amount of it is just misstepping. Some is two steps, some of you got to fucking do the percolating shit. Running man, I don't know all the dances for you. Like, I don't give a fuck. I feel two steps to every fucking music because it works. Don't break what don't work. What ain't fucking broken type of shit. But at the same time, those pieces that break, you gotta leave them where it is and just do what you can with the pieces that's left there, right? And this whole time I'm talking, right? And I'm doing my best. I know I am. I congratulate myself every time I wake up and know that there's a new message for me to relay. That it was a piece of me somewhere along the line that had to be fixed, and healed, where a layer within me is pieced together, That's that unseen move that the Most High be doing, spirit guides and ancestors be coming through to just mend you, in all the most inconspicuous ways, at the most inconspicuous times, you're being mended, because people, places, and things will always teach you something new about you that either you just chose to not want to pay attention to, or something that is right in your face that just keeps on repeating, where you have to learn it too, to the point that you will meet a person, a mirror image of you, matching your energy, to the point that you know what, you really are talking to you. You really are arguing with you. And you got to make a decision. Do you want to face you, compromise with you, love on you, or just let you the fuck go? Because we are mirrors. We just gonna run into the mirror that is exactly like us. Can you beat you? That's the question. But it's like me looking at myself. I was raised like a tomboy, because of the face, because of the shape. But it was more so like to hide myself because of my face, because of my shape. But it was more so of a safety thing too, because the abuse started because of my face and because of my body. To the point that the label did stick, the stereotype did stick back then. To the point now, healing really did show that words did hurt, you know, and the most part that really did hurt the most, the people that actually said those words that actually stuck, for the stigma to continue, and for it to spread. It's like really understanding that hurt people by how much they hurt to want to hurt people. Because shit, as much as I've been hurt, I've been more hurt by letting go of people that hurt me, more so than me hurting somebody else. Because it takes a lot of hurting to want to hurt somebody. It really takes a lot of fucking pain to want to take that pain out on somebody else. It takes a lot of hurt to want to hurt another person the way you hurt, you know? And that takes a lot of fucking hurting. It takes a lot of learning to not want to hurt nobody else because you are hurting. But it takes a lot of understanding and patience with self to understand that not everybody comes to that conclusion and continues to hurt. But it's a choice. And a lot of people, we're all groomed into it. Shit, I'm 49, I'm about to be 50 in a couple of months. It's like a lot of us groomed into the condition learning of, who raised us. But not everybody knew what they was doing. Not everybody knew what was being done, because we're all social experiments, as to how we are as a human, not just by humans alone testing it, socially, these scientists and all that shit, if you're still looking into history, descendants of the motherfuckers that was testing on us before, to realize that we are the motherfucking foreign ones. But we've been here for a long time. But it's all of us to learn who we are when it comes to who we've been, to the point that we are being studied and have been. Hi, thank you. But We are a study of ourselves when it comes to looking at the biggest picture that a good amount really can't fathom how big the picture is because it's 8 billion really looking at the picture at the same time, but we are the minuscule digital dot in that picture called the universe, and the universe is forever expanding. So just imagine a person's ego. I spoke about this. A person's ego being just that big, that they are bigger than the ego. I mean, bigger than the picture, bigger than the program type of shit. But the whole notion of it all is that my looking at things, at myself and the lessons that I've learned, the experiences that I've gone through, choosing, it's like I'm a tomboy to the fullest, right? But tomboy in a way where I know I'm like the the masculine when it comes to my group of friends, right? My girlfriends, but I also know how to let go of those nuts when it comes to their husbands or their males coming in when it comes to the whole focus of what we're there for, like family functions and shit like that. No one went to let the role be a role and I stay in my role, but also understanding that me in my masculine really wards off. No, it doesn't ward them off. It actually protects me just the same way my daddy protected me. That part comes out because it was a learned thing. But where am I going with this shit, yo? I don't even know because it just felt like so I guess it's unfolding of myself to see myself in the way I see myself, but to really face myself at the same time that I'm facing myself. That's the weirdest of fucking experiments on yourself, yo. Because you unfold the layers of yourself that really, like, I know I'm dainty, right? Dainty in the most suckers. It's weird, right? But you're more of a quiz to yourself more so than to anybody else on how to try to figure you out. Because that's the reason why I laugh when it comes to people doing the spell work and the manipulations and all this shit, right? I'm posting the videos, right? Because of the shit that I've been through. Because nowadays it's comical to me because people exert their own energy and their own self worth by nickel and diming themselves, by offering themselves, by trying to offer you the people that nowadays, technology is shit. People will pay $1.49. It depends on the sale. You can pay 49 cents for a motherfucking person to search you up. It's just, it's like people do what they do, and they're gonna do what they do whenever they want to do it, however way they fucking want to do it, and then you know everybody learns on the shit that they're not supposed to do and what they can do, but it's the ego type of thing. But understanding the dainty side of me, I don't know what it is. You know what it is? I think of it in a way where we're all aliens to this planet, right? We're all set up in a way to program ourselves to what we don't want to bring back to our own planet, right? It's like the creation and foundation of your own family to separate, or in separation of your family, right? Because there's some things in our family that shit we ain't fucking wanting the creation of our own family. All that shit that motherfuckers swept under the rug. We don't want that shit. You want your rugs clean. Some motherfuckers really do pick up their rug and clean that shit out, bat that bitch to get the dust out. But some people don't. Some people vacuum and they deep clean. Some people do. Everybody has their own way. But the growth of you, the healing of you is a choice of you, right? And that's probably what I'm getting at. It's a choice. It hurts more for you to choose you than it is to really let other people keep choosing you. And I wrote on a card earlier. I was busy writing my card. I really got to finish this deck. I got like 4 decks at the same time. And they all different thoughts at the same time. It's whatever. But I wrote on there, it's like, people really do nickel and dime themselves more so than see the value in themselves as a whole, you know? When people separate themselves, oh, I learned this with myself, yo, because not everybody want to work with you more so than they want to take from you and take your work from you. You know, it's like you'll never know who is out for themselves more so than out for the all. You know, I lost my train of thought there. I appreciate you for understanding my speech and comprehending it because I know I sound like a whole weirdo sometimes when I do talk, but not everybody's meant to understand you. But those that do actually do. And that's a part of the 1% when it comes to your world view, your own view. You know, because we can boil it down to the 1% and it'll still knock down to, what, a billion people? But when it comes to your world, that 1% is the value of you. Because it is always quality over quantity, you know? And some people truly do live off of the quantity of things more so than the quality of themselves. And they get mad at those that choose to want to filter them the fuck out because they don't see the value in themselves. That shit makes no motherfucking sense to me. But you gotta let people, shit, that's where the masculine side of me kicks in. Damn it, now I fully understand what the pieces are. Fucking puzzles. You're a puzzle and a quiz all at the same time. Meanwhile, you're being tested by people, places, and motherfucking things. It's a 24-hour day, 365, 366, depending on the year. And this is the year of the motherfucking horse, so everything going horse speed out this bitch. So what type of horse are you riding on is the question. I'll be back, yo. I gotta go to the house and go do something human for a little bit. I'll hop on in a minute. Bye. Oh yeah, no, the Most High is always guiding you. Yo, this for real. This whole thing of life is just, hmm. It is Jumanji. Damn, you just gotta figure out what the hell is what. Fuck, that's a whole nother daggone game plan to just put up in my. Y'all ever seen the movie Tron? But I'll be back.